To continue my series on some of the amazing women I highlighted in my new book, Rise and Resist, today I wanted to highlight Octavia Butler and what we can learn from her legacy about resistance. Octavia Butler was born in the 1940s and grew up in Pasadena, California. She was primarily raised by her mother and her grandmother, and the library became one of her favorite places. She was inspired to write science fiction after watching a movie called Devil Girl from Mars at the age of 9. And when she turned 13, she submitted one of her stories to a science fiction magazine. She went on to write books like Parable of the Sower, Kindred, and Wild Seed. She pushed back against the idea that a Black character's race always had to be central to the plot in science fiction stories, and she was one of the pioneers of Afrofuturism. Unfortunately, she passed away suddenly in 2006 from a fall, but her legacy lives on. Octavia Butler's work encourages us to think beyond the confines of our current realities. She invites us to envision liberation beyond the confines of the white imagination, and she asks us to dream again. She pushes us to challenge the way things have always been and reminds us that we don't have to accept the status quo and we can reimagine the world in a completely different way. If you want to learn more about the legacies of Black resistance, be sure to check out my new book, Rise and Resist, available wherever books are sold.